I discovered my girlfriend attempted affair. This is hard. We've been together for nearly 8 years. We built a life together. So there's so much to this, but basically I did that thing that everyone in a relationship should be wary of. I looked through her phone, and I found messages upon messages from a mutual friend who lives out of state now that were concerning. Initially I was going to leave right then and there, but I wanted to try to talk to her. So I gave her almost 3 chances to own up to it. The first time I was really vague and just asked if there was someone else. She flat out denied. I thought I was prepared for her to deny, but turns out I was. Then the other times I got more and more pointed. Finally, she admitted that the guy had messaged her and flirted with her, but we knew he was that way, and while she didn't tell him to fuck off, she wasn't into it. Now I didn't see any messages from her at the beginning that showed she was exactly complicit in it. So while I didn't believe her, I tried to give her a chance. I know it's stupid, but we've been together so long and we built a life together. But then I dug again, and there it was, all of it, and worse, she took the time to insult me to him. That hurts so fucking much. That hurts. I know my faults and I know what I could have worked on in this relationship, but I really tried. Every day I tried. But for her to tell someone else things about me like that, I can't help but feel broken. So right now I'm waiting for her to wake up and leave for work. Then I'm packing what I can and heading to a friend's place, and I don't know, I spent 8 years on this relationship and I'm gonna walk away from it. I wrote a note out on my phone that I'm gonna write up for her after she leaves. It says everything I can think to say. I mulled over what to say nonstop. Somewhat satisfyingly, I'm gonna tell her how she did this, to know that and remember that. And that if at any point she thinks we can that she fucked this and hurt me so much. I'm scared I'm lost and so much, so I don't want to have to do this. But I have to, and I know ultimately it's going to get better. But also fuck all of this. She's up now and getting ready for work. She tried to kiss me and apologized about tossing and turning all night, and she knew it kept me up. I seem to be getting a lot of pushback on the letter. When she leaves, I'm gonna pack and I'll mull it over again. But I'll say this, if I decide to write and it ends up being a mistake, then so be it. It felt nice to at least draft it out on my phone. Made things more real so I can convince myself more that I have to leave. She kept saying I love you, and I was reluctant to say it back. She said it 3 times and I kind of grumbled it out once. I'm certain once she reaches work she'll text me about that. I'm not going to respond to her while she's at work. She won't be home till probably 8 tonight. I just realized I should time-stamp the edits, maybe, I don't know. I'm packing up now. Cats seem to know something is up because they won't leave me alone. Honestly breaks my heart. I've been mulling the letter over. I reread it a few times. And I've decided on a short note just laying out that I know and I'm leaving. Essentially something like, I left, I know about you and him. I'm so utterly disappointed in you. I won't be answering my phone and I wish for you not to contact me. At some point we'll get together to discuss logistics. Also, I am reading everyone's comments. If I didn't reply, I'm sorry. To the people that have commented about going through something similar, I'm so sorry you're going through this as well. I don't know what you'll be able to glean from my situation, but I hope something here in all of this helps y'all as well. I'm pretty much packed with what I can get out right now. Obviously, there's a lot more. I'm writing the note and then leaving. I'll need to find food after I drop off what I have. This may be the last update since she won't be off till later tonight, but I'll respond to y'all when I can. Gives me something to do. I'm at my friend's place. She's giving me the lay of the land. People have been talking about taking the cat. Currently that's not an option. Friend has 3 and a dog. My cats are spoiled and hate anyone that isn't her, and I am not worried she'd do anything to them. If anything, she's gonna want them around if she does get upset. Not that she deserves that, but it is what it is. Thank you everyone for the kind words and the advice. I'll respond to some of you again here soon. Someone asked me about my work. I work in equine care. It's actually really cool. I love my job and I love being there. So once I start going back in a few days, it'll be a really good distraction. In a bit, I'm going to get food and maybe walk around downtown and goof off. Also, my friend reminded me she's going out of town next week for a week. So I'll have the place to myself. I don't know if that's a good thing or bad thing, but hey, she'll have someone to watch her animals while she's gone, so there's that. I know I have a lot of figuring out to do, but I literally just left. Oh, and someone else mentioned they hope I find things to do to make myself happy. I had plans before all of this to go to the usual brewery with some friends tomorrow. Initially, I was going to call some of them and tell what's going on and I need space, but thinking about it more, it actually sounds like the perfect distraction. Got food, banned me and a Mai Tai if anyone was curious, and talked to a couple of friends. So I'm sorry I haven't been replying. It's going to take a while to go through all the messages and comments, but what I've seen so far I want to say for the umpteenth time, thank you y'all. Okay, this is my last update. Apparently I used a word that all trite folks like to use, but it was used to describe me, so whatever. I'm still trying to go through all the comments, but I saw some people had questions I'll do my best to address. The friend is, well, a friend. I don't know what else to say on that. There's nothing there. A guy and a girl can be friends and that's it. If this is weird for you guys, then I'm sorry. I mean, I don't know if this is going to be a straight move-in. I'm still figuring things out. Some people have said I'm no better than her in 8 years, and not being married was already a bad sign and etc. Well, I guess so. Like, clearly this relationship isn't working out. Look what it lead to. If that's my fault or her fault or fault or whatever it is the situation I'm in. And on the note of what it lead to, a lot of people asked me what exactly was said or done. I realize I kept it vague, and I supposed it was cause I felt weird typing it out. I don't mind telling you guys what I can. As far as I know, she hasn't actually cheated, i.e. had sex with him. They messaged flirtatious things, calling each other hot, sexy, etc. and shared some pictures but no nudes. But the recent thing I found, and I'll touch on the going through the phone thing next, it was messages about wanting to have sex. Straight up, that they missed a chance because of me. But and this for me is the kicker, he apparently wants to make a fool of me, and she seemed into it. They wanted to have sex and have me know they did. which is why I don't think they have yet. On the going through the phone thing, I know it was dumb. I know what I did. I don't advocate, but it is how I found about all of this. I just had suspicions that something was going on with someone, so it did that for me. Would I tell the next person to go through their partner's phone? I don't know, probably not. I tell them if they find something it'll hurt, cause this fucking hurts. And if they don't, then they breach the trust and privacy of their so for nothing, and that in and of itself is a weird situation. I don't know, folks, does that help anyone? Should I elaborate more? So we had our talk last night. I got back and she tried to crack a couple of jokes like things were normal. I started it off and told her that I loved her, and I had for the nearly 8 years we were together, but this is something I can't forget or forgive. I told her I knew everything said between them. It disgusted me, that it hurt deeply, and that she did that. Now I told her I didn't believe I'd be okay because of this for a long time. That's half true. This will of course take plenty of healing, but I know I'll be okay. Now for her side, she told me that none of this had to do with me. None of it was my fault. It was all her mistake, her fuck up. She had been feeling unhappy just about life for a while. She felt stuck in life and aimless. Then this guy, an ex-friend, came along and gave her attention, and it distracted her from how unhappy she was with how her life was. But then it started to progress to a point she didn't know what to do. None of what she said she meant to him. She said it because she knew he wanted to hear it, that it almost didn't seem real to her. It almost felt like a game. I told her it was real to me, that she still said those things, that she can't take that back or undo it. She told me she never intended to hurt me, that that's been the hardest thing for her, because she knew I treated her better than anyone else will. That I'm the only person who had and will put up with her bullshit. She told me I really did treat her better than she deserved. This relationship is officially over though. I know there's probably more I wish I could have said, but my real takeaway is that I can let go of it, move on, and start to live a new chapter of my life. I haven't told her this yet, but I have an opportunity on a new place with a coworker. Their roommate leaves in a few months, so that gives me time to save and get some of my life back in order. I have a lot of work ahead of me, a lot of things to figure out. As plenty of people have pointed out, this will be the first time in a long time that I'll be financially and personally independent. I'll only have me to worry about. That's something that'll take some work. But I'm going to welcome the challenge and spend as much time as I can trying to be who I am more than ever. I also want to say from the bottom of my heart, sincerely, thank you to everyone that took the time to read and respond in the last post. This has been and will continue to be one of the hardest things I've gone through. But you guys have been so amazingly gracious with your advice. I will always remember this and the kindness of random strangers on this silly little website. Hey. Sorry I haven't updated in a long time. First things first, I'm sick, going to the doctor Monday. Think I have an ulcer in my stomach, not sure, so I've been dealing with that. But as far as everything else, moving into my new place in about a week. Talk with X on and off. Wouldn't say things are friendly okay, but we're being civil. There's nothing really for us to talk about anymore, so it's been like once a week something random. We had lunch a couple weeks ago and she opened up a lot. She is growing to do, I do too of course, and she's not doing anything with that. Guy just wants to focus on herself and bettering herself. Until this past week, being too sick to go out, I've been hanging out with friends and goofing off. Tried to brave a small concert the other day, but almost threw up while I was there. I've been meaning to make an update, and I'm sorry I haven't, folks. Things are alright. I've got things going for me. Been basically focusing on that. Budgeting, making various lists of things I need and things I want to do. I'm getting 2 paid vacations this year, and just generally figuring out my life.